That quarter-final has to literally be the best FA Cup quarter-final that I've ever seen in my life. And literally this game had everything. So just jumping straight into really what happened. Man United had the perfect start when 10 minutes into the game, the ball was kind of just in the Liverpool box and it was going up everywhere, and it was a bit of a scrappy goal, and Scott McTominay managed to head the ball in to give Man United a very, very good 1-0 lead, which obviously against a team like Liverpool, you're going to want to take the lead and put the pressure on them. So then coming towards the end of the first half, Liverpool put together a couple of good moves where Alexis McAllister scores and then Mohamed Salah scores as well. So after that first half, Man United leading for about 99% of it, Liverpool get 2 goals literally right at the end of the first half to go into half time 2-1 in front. So really, you could say it was a bit of against the run of play, but then again, this is literally what Liverpool do. They hit you back when you least expect it. So the momentum going into the second half was with Liverpool. However, going into that second half, nothing too much really happened for most of this. And then literally Antony and Maguire come on, and it just seemed like everything changed, to be honest. Antony was going forward very, very well, a lot better than he has been doing this season, even though Liverpool kept on pressing Man United in that second half. They couldn't find that third goal that would really put the game away. So with Antony coming on and just pressing forward and forward as well, helping Man United inject that energy into them that they needed, literally a few minutes from the end of the second half, Antony's literally in the box. He gets the ball. There's about, I think, 2-3 Liverpool defenders more or less on him. Does a brilliant turn, curls it into the bottom corner, and then it's 2-2. Now we're going to extra time, and this game literally just on a knife edge just turned with that Antony goal. It was completely against the run of play, I'll admit that. You can probably argue that Liverpool deserved off the 90 minutes to actually win the game, but then again, if you don't take your chances and you don't put the game away, you're not going to win these games, because stuff like that happens. Teams just score out of the blue and they're not really doing much for really the entirety of the game, and then they just get an equalising goal. So going into extra time, nothing too much really happened in the first half of extra time, and then once again Liverpool doing what they do at the end of the first half of extra time. Harvey Elliott comes up and scores, puts Liverpool 3-2 in front, which I will admit, well, I will say it was a lucky goal from Harvey Elliott. I'm not going to slam him for it, because a goal in this situation, you'll take it. So it was deflected in, and there isn't really much Onana could have done about it. So yeah, 3-2 going into the second half of extra time, and then literally Man United just started just pressing, going forward. Substitutes were made where we ended up having a back line of Dalot, Maguire, Antony and Bruno Fernandes. That is a very strange backline, and I'm surprised Liverpool didn't score off that, to be honest. So Man United are going forward, and all of a sudden a ball is played through to Rashford, and he's literally in between 2 of the Liverpool defenders, and he slots the ball in beautifully, which I'm actually very glad happened, because he missed a chance to win it right at the end of the game, where he tried to curl it into the bottom corner, but it just missed the outside of the post. So Rashford redeems himself there, putting Man United right back in the game at the start of extra time. So 112 minutes in, it's 3-3. At this point, it was really like a back and forth type of game, and Man United were going forward more, but Liverpool every now and then were kind of breaking away and making half a chance. They didn't really make that much of a chance. However, well, the more it got towards the end of the game, or the end of extra time, Liverpool were pressing forward more and more. And literally, right at the 120th minute, Man United literally just boot the ball up. It goes to Garnacho. He runs forward. I think there's only like one Liverpool defender back. He's got Diallo on his left-hand side, and he plays really what I thought was quite a poor pass. But Diallo goes straight forward, just puts it right in the bottom corner, in more or less what should have been the last kick of the game, but for some reason the ref played like 4 or 5 minutes extra. So with Diallo's goal, it was interesting, because as I saw the replay, I saw the Liverpool defender kind of stutter a bit because I thought the defender probably thought that Diallo was going to go around him. Instead, Diallo continued running and just shot right into the corner. So Man United end up winning the game and hanging on to win 4-3 and go into the semi-finals of the FA Cup, where they will face Coventry. So overall, I think this game was like a really back and forth one, because like the first half was a bit weird because Man United took the lead and then Liverpool getting the goals at the end of the first half. However, the second half, Man United equalised really against the run of play, and then in the first half of extra time, nothing much really happened, and then Liverpool got a goal at the end, and then in the second half of extra time, Man United got the 2 goals. So it was a really weird one, and overall I think it was a really back and forth game, which makes a brilliant watch for a neutral fan, and also if you support either of the teams. So yeah, I do think it was one of the all-time classic FA Cup ties, and to have it be like that and have it be a rivalry game as well just makes it even better. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the FA Cup quarter-final. Let me know what you think about the quarter-final down in the comments. Who did you want to win? Were you a fan of either of these teams, or were you a neutral? Leave all that down in the comments. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like these types of videos, subscribe. And if you have any video suggestions, also leave those down in the comments, and I will get around to them at some point. I can't guarantee I'll get around to them straight away, but I promise I will get around to them. So yeah, thank you for watching the video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.